Bias today, pretty easy again. We're at all-time highs. Uh, that should be all I need to say. But a little bit overextended. No unfilled high time frame gaps. Um, there was some low resistance liquidity here. Kind of looking at that right now, getting swept on NQ. ES looks like it wants to just leave it. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe an SMT entry to the upside. Um, but if we end up getting a close and inversing this 4-hour gap, close somewhere like down here on the 4-hour, could be interested in shorts towards these draws. This hourly is a little bit high resistance, so definitely preferring longs. But this liquidity wouldn't be a terrible target if we get a strong bearish close. And when I say strong bearish close, I'm kind of referring to the 4-hour. I would be a little bit more patient on shorts just because we are at all-time highs. Obviously, I want to be long bias. So we're kind of just chilling until 9:45 at least. Just sitting on our hands, looking at the 15-minute and the 1-hour. Gonna be trading 4 micros today, so I'm just making sure that's ready. These relative equals are super nice at all-time highs as well. But I would like to see a big manipulation move after inversing this hourly gap and then reacting out of it strong on the 8 a.m. candle. So I'm kind of liking this right now to set up for longs. And like I said, if we don't get any sort of like strong wick on the 15-minute or hourly and like an inverse to the upside and we end up getting like a strong bearish close and we invalidate this 4-hour gap, I do think shorts are pretty valid. Looks like ES might take this high soon, so we'll see what happens there. Right now, this looks good for longs. One thing you gotta remember is there's gonna be multiple opportunities to enter on every move. So you don't need to try to catch the first one you see. ES now has a set of equal highs and equal lows. Okay, we inverse that 1 minute gap. Makes me think we might be getting some more manipulation here. Gonna see what ES wants to do with this if we come down here. I was feeling a little bit of emotions, like wanting to enter right here. It just feels a little bit early with ES already ripping for these highs. This low isn't ultra protected. I mean, it's pretty protected. We have a high time frame SMT and also a low time frame SMT from here to here. Just trying to explain why I stopped myself from entering that early. For one, 9:38, like that's 8 minutes into market. It's just a little bit early. Prefer a later entry because at that time there's always more time to manipulate further. But now that ES is leaving these equal highs, after the next form of like manipulation, and then once we start invalidating some of the bearish confluences, I'll be pretty excited to get into longs. This low was pretty high resistance. I'll be intrigued to see if we go and take it. Like I said, because it is like high resistance, if we get a strong close, like that's why I think shorts will be pretty valid. ES is about to hit equilibrium and maybe the OTE with the 5 minute range. Okay, these SMTs hold on the 1 minute. Strong rejection on the 5. 15 still wicking. 4 hours wicking out of this gap again. 15-minute candle's about to close, so this is like a time I'm comfortable entering now. Why am I missing candles? Not a whole lot going on the Nasdaq. This is a weird candle on ES. Good 15-minute close for longs. Again, just leaving these equal highs might make me more hesitant on shorts if we do get this strong close. Kind of want to see these get swept. Now that this does have these equal. No, that got swept. But sets of relative equal highs on the Nasdaq here. ES hits OTE. We're getting a strong wick out of this 5-minute gap. We sweep the lows. Okay. Still potential for an SMT here. Not an SMT yet. It's looking more probable that we might get a pretty strong bearish close on the 4-hour. And then because we do have a high time frame inversion, or we don't yet, but I'm saying like if we do get that, because we will have that if it happens, that gives me confluence for like a high time frame retrace. And I think that this like set of swing lows, not swing lows, it's just set of lows, is the target for that retrace. But we'll have to see because definitely potential for an SMT and long stall time highs here. ES looks like it's wicking pretty hard. Has about a minute and a half to respect this 5-minute gap. I don't need these. Thinking a close. It's a pretty big stop. But I'm thinking a close somewhere in this range is like my go zone for longs. No news Monday. I didn't check. I think we have FOMC on Wednesday this week. Yeah. Yeah, not a ton of news this week. I'd like to see ES respect this 5-minute gap. And I say that just because again, we're at all-time highs. I'd rather take longs than try and short, but if the market wants to short, it gives the opportunity to short. Um, that's what we'll do. Not really gonna look for a short entry though until we open up the 10 a.m. candle. Um, for longs, I'd like to see a big wick, try and respect this 4-hour gap. For shorts, I want to see us close down here. I don't want to see like a wiki close. I think this looks really good. Basically we're just starting to wick and respect this 4-hour gap again. If shorts are in play, I don't think we'd be wicking back up. Basically just respecting all the high time frame gaps. Looks like potential for an SMT here. So now these lows are protected if we're gonna long. So strong 5-minute close. Just really strong displacement off of this level. Relative equals. Definitely can't target that. But I like that. Or Asia highs / all-time highs. 1.25 there. 1.7 there. Looks like ES might want to take out these highs first before ES, obviously, and even potentially all-time highs. So just gonna kind of have to monitor to see where NQ is as ES sweeps those. So I'm seeing a lot of people getting a lot of break evens in this market. And the reason I don't like break even a lot is like when this hourly candle closes, I think we'll be able to consider this a high time frame SMT. And so this stop is just like ultra protected. There should be no reason to stop us out and then go to all-time highs. So when we sweep this, I'm not going to go break even because there's always a chance we could come back down, stop me break even, and go back to all-time highs. But the chances that we re-sweep these lows and then go to all-time highs is just so low. So I'm comfortable just accepting my risk throughout like the entirety of this trade. Okay, I don't want this to be a super long video, so I'm gonna pause the recording and resume once we get like either maybe some more displacement for longs or we get stopped out. Okay, I low-key forgot about this recording in this trade. Unfortunately, I don't have executions anymore just because it's so late. So you're just gonna have to trust me here. But I held this throughout the entire day, and I got auto liquidated around the market close. Ended up running to take profit after the market opened up again at 6 p.m. So is what it is. Got a winning day. Looking forward to tomorrow.